Give him the forecast.
Omega level threat detected.
Ancient sands, heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred.
Whew, girl. Let me tell y'all, I know I come on here and make it sound easy, but when I tell you that it's not, it's really a mindset type of thing, girl. Hello God, a willpower kind of thing, girl. Hello God, like you, whew. Like some days are easier and smoother than others, but on days like today, where you're halfway through it, hello God, you feel kind of defeated. And you're just like, girl, I'm over it. This broccoli has been done. Girl, it's done. Like, I can't do no more. I cannot endureth another minute of this. But then, ooh, one of the things that I live for, hello God, because of all of the hard work and consistency that you've been putting in, you have developed, hello God, another part of your mind where that bitch lives, that cunt with attitude and grit. Hello God, the one that inspires you. Hello God. And she comes with, or he, depending on the mood, the vibes of it all, girl. Am I feeling more masculine today or feminine today, bitch? She shows up or he shows up how I feel. Hello. which trait will be more dominating? Hello God. Is it gonna be a fierce cunt or is it gonna be a hood ass nigga? Hello God. You know, he or she comes with an already, hello God, bat with spikes wrapped around it. And as soon as he or she senses that doubtful bitch, hello God, the cunt that wants to give up, ooh, she runs over there and starts beating that bitch in the head. Get over here, bitch. Get over here, bitch. No more. Start screaming and hollering like Mary J. Blige in that No More Drama song, girl. Free from all the pain, bitch. Girl, gotta count on me. What she say? Another lesson learned. Better know your friends or else you will get burned. Gotta count on me, cause I can guarantee that I'll be fine. And here comes that bitch with the spiked up baseball bat. No more pain, no more pain. Just start whooping your ass, girl, and beats that hoe into submission until she's no more. Okay, hello God. And she takes over. And she reminds you of your strength and your power. She gives you encouragement, whispers of inspiration, honey, to keep you going. We should name her or him. We should go with a gender neutral name, okay? So y'all drop that in the comments. What should we name that ferocious cunt who beats doubt into submission? You know, that other part of you. Because you know, there's that, girl, you know, we humans are complex beings, right? So you know that little depiction back in the day where you had the angel on your shoulder and then the devil, you know? There's no angel or devil on me, girl. These hoes don't give a fuck. Even the good version, hello God, the good version has some demonic ways and the bad version has some angelic ways. Okay, hell, that's just how crazy and complex at least I am, all right? So what should we name that cunt? Okay, what should we name those cunts? Again, let's be gender neutral. Drop that in the comments and let's give these hoes a name, all right? Now, moving on, because we have to, I find it so weird and disturbing, hello God, that we find ourselves having this conversation again. Well, there's two conversations. This one is going to be brief, and then we're going to dive into the DL shit of it all, okay? Yeah, the DL shit, the DL vibes. I know y'all love them conversations, girl. But I got to talk to my gym gays, the gym freaks, okay? So I'm in the gym, My session has come to an end. I go to wash my hands. Why do I still see the personal belongings in the same exact shower that was on and popping when I got here? Because when I come to the gym, I get some water, and then I go and wash my hands before I begin my workout. And then when I end my session of working out, I go to the bathroom again, whether I got to use the bathroom or wash my hands and get a drink of water. That's usually the usual for me, okay? The usual. Okay, hello, God. Honey, I see the same person, the same belongings, the same shower. I've been in here for an hour and a half. There's not that much cleaning in the world. So as I'm washing my hands, because I do 2 rounds, because I'm not, I'm a clean ass bitch, I hear that's a girl. I thought the squirrels already gathered up all they nuts and they hunkered down, girl, for winter hibernation vibes. Bitch, girl. And I'm just like, all right, but maybe, I had my headphones in still. And the fact that I could even hear it over the headphones should let you know, like, how loud this was. So I turned the headphones off. Girl, that is mouth and throat going to work, girl. Girl, let me tell you something. The fact that y'all were that loud, and shout out to Planet Fitness's hot water vibes, girl, because like I wish I could only have that at my house. Like my hot water, girl, you got to take a shower within the first 20 minutes, girl, or after that it's going cold. Bitch, she gets hot, warm, and then girl, she gets cold. So the fact that I was still seeing steam come out of the same shower that's been going on for an hour and a half, shout out to Planet Fitness's hot water heater, bitch. Okay, hello, gone. But you punks, and this is faggotry type of behavior, right? And again, I have been on here and told my business, yes, I can be a nasty, nasty, nasty cunt. But I ain't like that. I'm not a public girl like that. I'm not a public nigga like that. You're not about to catch me. I'm not going to jail. That is the most embarrassing thing that could ever happen. When I see these girls down to the booking blotters, girl, when you hear these stories of these girls that are just trying to get content, we talk about this all the time. They're in parking garages and stairwells and public places. And girl, when you go to jail and you're embarrassed, and let's say you're one of the girls who have something to lose, like a good job, a reputation, hello, gone. Trust me, everybody is looking at the booking blotter. Everybody is down to the sheriff's website, bitch. We're nosy. We want to know who getting locked up, why they locked up. We just do that. Girl. And I just yelled. I was like, please, y'all going to jail. All of a sudden it stopped. I said, you're going to jail. Do y'all, and we're at the time now where high school's letting out. When I first came in, I was on the treadmill. High schoolers were pouring in. Okay? Remember what I told y'all happened many moons ago at the other Planet Fitness I was going to. They was doing that up in the stall. I let the workers know what was going on, and then they called the police. Because what we're not going to do is continue allowing people, especially in the toxic, so-called straight spaces, have validity to the narrative that they try to push on our community. And I can't even say these types of girls are part of our community. Y'all just nasty. And you're corrupt in nature. And now, mind you, this gym is not like other gyms and other. This is everybody kind of comes here. You can't really tell if they're gay straight on that level. Like, I see a lot of what appears to be straight looking men. So you're that comfortable to be that loud. Alvin and the Chipmunks eating ass, nigga. And I notice, because I float through the gym and people think you can't see their phones. They're always on the apps. Especially when you see a lot of the cunts that are just sitting, they're not really working out, they're always on their phone. Girl, there's not enough music searches in the world, girl. There's not enough videos in the world. No, you're on an app. And you can tell. And you got some of the girls who sit in the bathroom on the apps, trying to find them a little piece of gym puss or dioc. I don't like that. It's giving very much predatorial behavior. Like, you're in the gym, I feel like you're trying to incite and create, you know, the pheromones to lure in another, you know, person who may be with the shits. But the thing that disturbs me the most is that this is a public place is dangerous because you have young people who also occupy these spaces. And again, all this does is continues to add some type of credibility and validity to the narrative that they put around our community anyway. Oh, look, they're all just a bunch of sex fiends. Hello, God. They're all trying to fuck our kids. Hello, God. Let's just tell the truth. Go home. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere more private. You're in a literal public space. It's nasty. Yes, I did tell, because I come to this gym a lot. I did tell the manager. Yeah, I did. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all can call me what you want to call me, a snitch or whatever. No, girl, it's disgusting. And when I bear witness to that type of foolishness, I have no choice but to think, oh, this is some sexual deviant shit. Maybe I'm protecting someone. And I'm sorry, I just don't want the kids to be walking in the gym, walking in the locker room, and having to be traumatized by hearing or witnessing these particular acts. And then associating that with our community and generalizing us the way that they always do. Okay? Now, moving on to other gay shit. This is a message to the punks. This is a message to the faggotry of it all yet again. Okay? So while I'm working out, I decide to watch Goddamn Zoe. For those that are in the community, you know, Messy Mondays, you know, he one of few LGBTQ plus members that have seen the higher life. Hello, God. You know, being a social media personality. You know, he's very well known. If you don't know who Goddamn Zoe is, look him up. But 9 times out of 10, if you watch me, if you watch Armand, if you watch Funky Dineva, you know who Goddamn Zoe is. Okay, he's in everybody's mentions. He's in everybody's suggestive pages if you're in this kind of realm. Hello, God. And we had to lay him out one year on the Yes God Roundtable because he's very controversial within our own community because he demonstrates a lot of the negative gay stereotypes that negatively impact our community, and we had to give his ass the motherfucking business one year, and did not feel bad about it at all. Actually, that was when I kind of stopped watching him because of his desperate need for trade, his desperate need for straight boys, his desperate need to... Sometimes he's out of pocket. Sometimes he adds to a lot of the heteronormative, toxic ass, you know, viewpoints that, you know, relate to our community, and it's just not, it's not good. It's not good at all. It's not good for progress. So I kind of stopped fucking with his content during that time period because it was just too much for me, and I'm just like, girl, I can't deal with you punks, girl. It's y'all give us a bad name. I can't deal with that. And you're the reason why a lot of these toxic black men, about a lot of the straight community, the toxic straight community, the homophobia of it all, you know, continues on, because you're the one who they're going to reference, because you are where you are. You're a status type of gay. Let's tell the truth. So they're going to look at you as the reference, like, oh, see, he even agrees with us that y'all community is trash, or your community is toxic, or that your community is just full of, you know, lusty ass cunts. Let's tell the truth. So one of his videos came on and he was talking about, you know, this guy on TikTok. And it's crazy because I actually saw the original video a couple of days ago. And I'm not going to lie, TikTok has become a place where so much fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence has just kind of grown in popularity. So you have these people that create these fake stories to go viral. For the clicks and views of it all, girl, they're willing to just sell y'all a bunch of fake goods, girl. Get you wrapped up and heavily invested in their 500-part series, bitch. You know, they've gone viral, they've collected the coin, they've moved on. And then y'all find out later on, girl, they just been lying the whole time. None of this is real. Okay? And one of the reasons why I didn't pay this creator any mind is because he did a video too. You know, once you watch one person's video, especially on TikTok, girl, a lot of their shit is going to start popping up in your For You page. So, because I had skipped by, because I saw the video where he pulled up to the jail, hello God, and, you know, he was picking up the boy from jail. I saw up to that part, and then I cut it off. I was like, girl, this is fake. This is some faggotry shit. I ain't got time for that. Again, that's not the narrative that our community, we don't need to be having that right now. So I let it go. So then I saw another video where he was going off about him losing his job. This video was posted before the major controversial one with the DL Trade child was posted. So you had admitted to losing your job because your managers and shit found out that you were doing TikTok or whatever. So I was like, when I saw the next videos, I was like, oh, so I wonder, are you out here peddling lies? Falsehoods, fallacies, girl? Are you out here peddling bullshit because you lost your job and now you're just like, girl, I don't need to be working at Popeyes no more, or wherever you was working at, girl? So let me just come on here and do what the rest of these girls are doing, sell y'all a bunch of foolishness, you know, for likes, clicks, views, and get this money, okay? So I always bring into question, like, again, what's the motivation? What's the intention? You know, and then I try to see if it is a series that somewhat interests me, is everything going to continue adding up? Because liars will always tell on themselves. Eventually, if the lie goes on long enough, eventually there's going to be a bunch of holes. Hello, there's going to be a lot of connected dot moments like, oh, okay, yeah, girl, you a lying hoe. You know, girl. So Zoe's, you know, playing the videos and giving his commentary, and I'm just looking at this whole story play out, and I'm just like, so you're a punk who said that they were a woman. You were actively on the Securus stuff, seeking trade, a pen pal, communication. You thought when you decided to reveal yourself on TV that you were going for a visitation. He pulls up to the jail, which looked like dark 30, bitch. It looked like it was dark. So last time I checked, visitations happen in the morning. And you got to show up early. So maybe it was early in the morning. You know, it's daylight savings, girl. So at the end of the day, shit is darker earlier. I mean, no. Actually, it gets light earlier. Oh, so the bitch is lying. The bitch is lying then. Gotta be lying. I just thought about that. It gets darker early now. They don't do visitation at night. So you, at that point, yeah, think about that. Okay, thank you for common fucking sense. And this is in Atlanta. We're not surprised. Bitch, Atlanta. You know, when you hear some gay DL shit, it's always, is this in Atlanta? Yeah, bitch, 9 times out of 10, that's the answer, bitch. Okay? Can I get Atlanta for 1,000, Alex? Bing, 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 bitch. Come on down, girl. The price is right. Okay? Very accurate. It's usually going to be Atlanta. Okay? Anyway, girl. So that was one thing that I thought was funny, is that you're pulling up. It's very dark outside. So now we know that you were lying. Again, visitation is usually in the morning. It's not in the evening. It's not at night. Okay? Could be wrong, but last time I checked, that's how all the jails and prisons are usually ran. So apparently, he's pulling up. And how another thing that I realized too is if you thought that you were there for visitation, when you pulled up to the front of where they released the inmates at, how did the guy, you didn't flag him down or anything, how did the guy know that that was your car, that you were there to pick him up? Again, another lie, in my opinion. So then you pick the guy up. He realizes that you basically let him know, and he didn't seem one bit surprised that you really weren't a woman, that you are indeed a whole man. And I just wonder too, like, what would you have done if this was visitation and you walking up in here and he done told all his homeboys that my girl coming to see me? You walk up in there, now you done made issues more difficult for him. Because again, we don't know if he, we know he DL, but we don't know if he's a comfortable DL. You got your DLs that are comfortable. DLs just, a lot of the DLs do be gay. They just discreet about their gay. They're discreet about their sexuality. Then you got the real DLs who are so toxic in nature that can't nobody find out. And a lot of times that happens to y'all detriment, to our detriment. They'll beat your ass, girl. They'll kill you, all kinds of shit. Okay, let's tell the truth. So my thing is, when you pulled up, he automatically knew that it was you. Walked right up to your car, got in your car. Then when you asked her, what we gonna do? He says, well, I'm gonna fuck you. Y'all go to his house. Apparently this house is his baby mama's house. Apparently the kids are already there. Where's the baby mama at? How were you able to go to this boy's house? You said in another video that the kids was there, that you met his mother. I just want to know, and you said you got beat down for 2 hours. So my thing is, the day that he's being released, the baby mama returned all his shit to Walmart that she bought him to get out. Don't you think the baby mama, she bought all that stuff in preparation for her nigga coming out of 5 years? Why wasn't the baby mama the one to try to pick him up? Why wasn't the baby mama home to see her nigga home? She should have been aware. Again, the breadcrumbs are leading us to lies. 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 Again, I'm gonna need y'all to put y'all thinking caps on. Especially the girls that's in the community. And at first, I'm sure he saw that phone recording him. Now, I want to look at this in a way that maybe, let's just say this is real. I'm going to tell y'all something. If stuff like this is actually happening in real life, and y'all punks are moving the way that y'all are moving, like this young man is in this DL saga that he's recorded, I don't want y'all to be surprised when you are hanging from somebody's bridge. I don't want you to be surprised when you are set up, beaten the fuck up, dragged to a desolate place, and set on fire. I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear no weeping. Hello, God. I don't want to hear no advocacy for your ass bitch and why you were terminated from this life. I don't want to hear nothing about because Trade had beat you to the point where you had almost went to the upper room, bitch. This goes for all of the members of the L, the G, the B, the T, the Q, I plus community, bitch. Well, the lesbians, well, y'all do be catfishing too, girl. Y'all do be doing weird shit too, but I guess this is mostly for, for us. Because y'all are dangerous. Dangerous. And there's another punk, there's a white punk on TikTok giving advice to people about how to cruise at trucking stops. Girl, and then I'm looking at the comment section, all the girls are just celebrating him and they're telling their whole stories too, and it's just like, until you meet fucking Michael Myers, bitch, until you meet the serial killer, until you meet someone who, again, is going to set you up and set you on fire. Have we not learned anything from a lot of these scary movies and these psychological thrillers with these serial killers, girl? Let's tell the truth. It's always a bitch who drives a truck. 9 times out of 10, he drives a truck. We already have a major issue with the girls getting set up on these dating apps, thinking they're going to meet trade, when really it's a house full of niggas waiting on to beat your ass and to rob you, and a lot of times murder you. You got a lot of these girls out here encouraging. Now look here. It'd be different if you were telling your experience and also giving these warnings and these disclaimers. Balance it out. Don't just do a whole video celebrating this type of pathetic hoe shit. This dangerous, dangerous hoe shit. Because you got a lot of girls that will go ahead, oh, for real? Let me go ahead and try it. Use your platform to, yes, speak on your experiences, but please give a warning. Please, like, hey, you know, enter at own risk, bitch. Proceed with caution. Hello, God. This may not be for everybody. Because a lot of the kids nowadays, not kids as in kids, but kids, period. Like, you know how we talk in the community, girl, the kids, the girls. A lot of them are learning, and the younger ones too, when you think about it, they're learning the ways via social media because they don't have people in their life to teach them the ways. And again, a lot of this stuff is sexually motivated. Y'all girls, I know I talk a lot in Pleasure Points. I know that I give my tea, but girl, like, stop sexualizing and stop being so lustful. Especially to the new gays. You can be promiscuous. You can be a hoe, be a safe hoe. There's nothing fun about running for your life. There's nothing fun about, girl, having to worry about your life. Have I been in situations? Have I put myself in? Hell yeah, I have. I have. You learn and you grow. Hello, God. And if you don't die, you be grateful. And I want to let the girls know too. Be grateful. Learn from us. Don't be out here just paying attention to girls who are glorifying this whole shit, who glorifying these dangerous scenarios, these dangerous situations, and realize too that a lot of times, as we talked about with the Atlanta punk, these girls might be leading y'all, they telling fake stories, girl. Next thing you know, you go to try out what they do because you were inspired. Gonna leave your ass dead. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you, girl. I'm sick of it because, again, these narratives, we can't be mad in our community when these narratives are out there, when people approach us and they have these viewpoints that are negative in nature towards our community. Like, you can't get mad that they go to grouping us all up in there, girl, when the vast majority of us are really out here displaying this type of raggedy bitch behavior. And because you got a lot of broken cunts, these queens out here, they are lost. Hello, God. They're impressionable. They're looking for their tribe. Hello, God. They're so easily, manipulated, malleable as hell. And again, there's this drive, there's this thirst for Dioc that can land these girls in some very dangerous situations that they may not be able to get themselves out of. Because you're only teaching the ways of the whore and not the ways of an educated, hello, God, thoughtful, ahead of the game type of whore. Now, I may have grown up around some raggedy punks, but there were a few that, yeah, they were driven by the pleasures of the man, but they were smart and tactful. They weren't stupid. You can't just get me with just the dick. The lure of trade. Yeah, it's cute. It is luring. Oh, yes. And a lot of y'all are worthy to be lusted after. But if you think that I'm going to sit here, especially at my big old age, and be swindled and bamboozled by a potential killer, Oh no, you got me fucked up. So stop listening to these punks. Stop listening to these girls who just seem so sexually motivated. And they're not giving disclaimers. Like, hey, like even with alcohol companies, girl, drink responsibly. They're letting you know, like, yeah, girl, this is dangerous. You know, it's fun. It's good. We want your money. But, you know, and especially for legal reasons, we got to let you know. On the back of the cigarette pack, this may cause cancer. Bitch, this has these chemicals in it that may lead you down the path of death. Enter at own risk, partake at your own risk. Hello. You can talk about the feel-good moments, the things that drive you to do these things, but I also want y'all to be telling these girls the downside to this shit. Give them all the information. Not just the pleasure points of it all. And that's a point of pleasure, hello God, that I want to recite to y'all. You take anything away from this video, is protect yourself and be thoughtful. Don't be stupid. Connect the dots. Put it all together before you get packed up and put together in the wrongest of ways. Too many of us are out here passing away. Too many of us are getting set up. Too many of us are out here falling down these rabbit holes and never finding, hello God, never finding our lives again because it's been taken from us. Be careful, be cautious. Have your fun, girl, but be thoughtful within your fun. Don't be so taken back by the lust of it all, the pheromones of it all, bitch, the lure of it all, to where you done removed your real thinking cap and now you find yourself in a situation you can't get out of. Or a traumatizing situation that's gonna fucking scar you for the rest of your life. Okay? Be blessed and never stressed, honey. Remember that health is truly wealth. Be careful. Have fun, but be careful, bitch. Okay? All right, y'all. Take care. Bye.